The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Cincinnati Reds combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-3. They now have 5 straight wins. The Brewers hit 3 long balls as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-1. The O's had 12 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-2. The St. Louis Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 14-7. The Phillies launched 3 home runs as they took down the Fish in Miami 8-1. Jose Altuve had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate as the Stros got the best of the Mets 18-5. He is currently among the RBI leaders in the American League. The Colorado Rockies picked up 14 hits in total as they got a road win against Arizona 6-3. The Dodgers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 5-3. The San Diego Padres smacked 15 team hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-3. Brad Keller won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter as Kansas City disposed of the Chi Sox 5-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. Yonny Chirinos got the win, his 6th so far this year, leading the Rays past the Twins 5-1. Chris Sale grabbed win number 6 on the year as Boston defeated the Indians 1-0. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. The Oakland Athletics swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they bested the Tigers in extra innings 8-7. The Yankees totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-2. The Texas Rangers put together 10 total hits as they destroyed the Angels 9-3. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball. With the first-year player draft behind Great Sunday action lies. Welcome to Inside the Show. It's the wild day that is the trade deadline. In the National League Central, the Braves combined for a 4-hitter as they ran over the Reds 8-0. The Cardinals got 12 hits in this one as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-5. The San Francisco Giants pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 1-0. The Mets allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they walked off to an extra inning win against the Marlins 4-3. The Diamondbacks got 11 hits overall as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 7-3. The Philadelphia Phillies pounded out 17 hits in this one as they secured a win in extra innings over the Padres 10-9. Garrett Cole pitched his way to his 100th career victory, leading the Yanks to a win over the rival Red Sox 6-2. He currently has the most complete games pitched in the American League. The Cleveland Indians combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 8-1. Heath Fillmyer collected his 8th win over It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. In the National League Central, the Reds tallied 5 home runs overall as they took down the visiting Orioles 12-1. Yu Darvish picked up win number 8 this year as the Cubs took care of the Giants 4-2. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. The Milwaukee Brewers combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-2. The Phils combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 8-4. The Miami Marlins combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 4-3. The New York Mets pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 3-1. Jose Abreu Playoff contending teams are making their final push to the end of the year. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the A's totaled 11 hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 3-2. As of today, the Red Sox sit in second place in the American League East Division, only a game and a half back, while the Athletics have now clinched one of 2 AL wildcard spots with the win. And that's all we've got for now. Lots of exciting pennant chase action coming your way later today. Tune in tomorrow for a full recap.
Let's play ball. 3. Ball 4, take the ball. He's safe. Ball 4. 3. Ball 4, take the break. 3. First base. 3.
attention, please.
Three.
Now pitching.
Three.
Number 32. Goal. Hamill.
Three. And hit him. First base. Ball four. Take the base. Take the base. Ball four. Three. Three. Ball four. Take the base.
Number 11. Ender. NC Ortez. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ball four. Take the base. Take the base. Ball four.
Now coming into his pitch, Mike Moustakas. Now pitching for the Twins. Number 36, Mark Monson.
Three. Ball four. Take the base. Ball four. Take the base. Three. That hit him. He's got first. Three. Three.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. In Game 5 of the World Series, the Washington Nationals picked up, 19 hits in this one as they pounded the Indians, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year. The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds allowed only 5 hits in the game as they manhandled the Marlins 9-2. The Chicago Cubs allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 2-1. The win was their 7th in a row. The Tampa Bay Rays completed a short 2-game sweep as they plundered the Pirates 7-0. The Toronto Blue Jays racked up 11 hits as a team as they cruised to the win over the Cardinals 12-5. The Atlanta Braves swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got the best of the visiting Mets 14-1. Lance Lynn got the win, number 7 thus far, as Texas got past the Nationals 3-2. Andrew McCutchen plated 3 runs on the day, leading the Phillies past the Rockies 7-1. Clayton Kershaw grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, as the Dodgers were winners over the Padres 3-2. Buster Posey was a major force at the plate, driving in 4 as the Giants beat the Diamondbacks 6-3. The Tigers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they grabbed the with the first-year player draft. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Los Angeles Dodgers earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 2-1. At the start of the day, the Dodgers are in first place in the NL. Welcome to Inside the Show. It's the wild day that is the trade deadline. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-1. Aaron Hicks was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Pinstripes pushed past the Cubs 12-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in triples. Brent Suter earned his 4th win out of the bullpen, leading the Brewers to victory over the Pirates 4-2. The Nats totaled 11 hits as they pulverized the Braves 9-1. The Marlins right fielder, number 67, plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, helping the Marlins take care of the Phillies 11-4. The Arizona Diamondbacks smacked 15 team hits as they bested the visiting Padres 9-7. The Mets got 11 hits overall as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 8-6. The Giants launched 3 home runs as they bested the visiting Rockies 7-3. Willie Calhoun launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 6-3. The Boston Red Sox only allowed 2 hits in the game as they blew out Baltimore 14-0. Brandon Lau drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs. It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show in the National. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. In Game 5 of the World Series, the Cincinnati Reds combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the visiting Red Sox, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year. The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the St. Louis Cardinals went deep 4 times as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 5-0. The Cubbies hit 3 with the The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Reds completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Braves 6-2. As of right now, the Reds are in second place in the NL Central, while the Braves are in third place in the NL East. The Baltimore Orioles stopped their 6-game losing streak as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-2. In the standings, the Brewers sit in first place in the National League Central Division, and the Orioles are in last place in the AL East. The Cardinals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 9-5. As of today, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division, and the Cardinals are fourth in the division. Wilson Contreras was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, as the Cubbies disposed of the Rockies 15-3. At the start of the day, the Rockies sit in second place in the National League West Division, while the Cubs are in third place in the NL Central. Welcome to Inside the Show. It's the wild day that is the trade deadline. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds starting pitcher, number 48, got the win, his 6th so far this year, helping lead Cincinnati to a win over the Brewers 2-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates combined to allow only 4 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 3-1. The Red Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-3. The Phillies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Fish in Miami 9-3. The New York Mets had 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 5-4. The Nationals totaled 11 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 5-4. The Padres allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-1. The San Francisco Giants knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 4-0. Anthony Santander had 2 long balls and 4 driven in as the Orioles downed the Blue Jays 5-4. The Rays tallied 5 home runs overall as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 9-5. The White Sox pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Indians 3-1. The Detroit Tigers combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-0. Jose Barrios collected his 8th win overall, leading Minnesota past the Royals 4-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. The Rangers got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Angels 8-7. The Oakland Athletics sent 3 balls into the seats as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 4-1. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away. It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cubs. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the American League East, Eduardo Rodriguez pitched his way to his 100th career victory, leading the Bo Sox to the win over the rival Yankees 10-3. Their win streak continues to climb at 12 games. As of right now, the Yankees are in second place in the AL East, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard, while the Red Sox are atop the division, 1 game ahead of second.
Play ball. 3. Take your base, ball 4. Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base. 3. Take your base, ball 4. 3.
Your attention,
Ball
please.
4, take your base.
Now,
3. Ball 4, take your base. Take your base, ball 4. 3.
Now back, the pitcher, Nico Horn.
3. Ball 4, take your base. 3.
Up next for the Cubs, the pitcher, Brian Dozier.
And welcome in, everybody, as we join you now with nobody out in the ninth inning. Dan Winkler comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher, despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Trying to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
3-2, full count. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is taken for ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 0-1 the count.
Hey, great job pounding his own strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Suarez gets his lead at first, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Now the 2-1. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. So striding in, Mike Moustakas, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Howe is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number 1. On to first, a double play. Now in the box, Nicholas Castellanos. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands his zone.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
The Reds down to their last strike. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up.
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. In Game 5 of the World Series, the Dodgers totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year. The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Cincinnati Reds. It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 4-3. As of today, the Reds sit in Welcome to Inside the Show. It's the wild day that is the trade deadline. In the National League Central, the Cincinnati Reds knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 4-2. Heading into the day, the Reds are atop the NL Central, while the Brewers are second in the division. The Pirates knocked out 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 3-2. At the start of the day, the Pirates sit in second place in the National League Central, while the Padres are in fourth place in the NL West. Cubs pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-0. As of right now, the Cardinals sit in last place in the National League Central Division, and the Cubs are fourth in the division. The Marlins pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Braves 1-0. In the standings, the Marlins are in third place in the NL East, while the Braves are fourth in the division. Brandon Nimmo was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, helping lead the Mets past the Giants 9-4. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. Heading into the day, the Mets are in second place in the NL East, while the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division. Bryce Harper plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, helping Philadelphia dispose of the Nationals 9-0. He is currently the National League leader in batting average. As of today, the Phillies sit in first place in the National League East Division, while the Nationals are at the bottom of the division. The Rockies put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 10-5. As of right now, the Rockies are in second place in the NL West, and the Dodgers are atop the division. Nick Solak launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping the Rangers claim a win over the Yankees 10-1. At the start of the day, the Yankees sit in second place in the American League East Division, and the Rangers are in fourth place in the AL West. The Tampa Bay It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Starting off in the National League East, the Brew Crew and that's the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everyone. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. For Game 6 of the World Series, the Cincinnati Reds went deep 4 times as they took down the Red Sox on the road, clinching the World Series championship. It has been a storybook season for them, and they will look to repeat as champions next year. Opening day is behind us, so let's look back at how the first games of the year played out on the diamond. In the National League Central, the Pittsburgh Pirates got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 10-4. The Blue Jays racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-2. The Milwaukee Brewers The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 2-0. The Pirates combined to allow only 4 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-0. Cam Bedrosian earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Orioles to victory over the Cubs 5-3. The Brewers hit 3 long balls as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-2. The Washington Nationals launched 3 home runs as they pulverized the Braves 10-3. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-3. The Giants pounded out 17 hits in this one as they got a road win against Arizona 6-3. Shohei Ohtani was a one-man highlight reel with 3 home runs and 5 RBIs as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 7-1. Caleb Smith picked up win number 8 this year as the Marlins downed the Padres 6-5. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Tigers combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 4-1. The Twins combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Indians 7-2. Jacob Waguespack got his 6th win of the year out of the bullpen as the Bluebirds took down the White Sox 6-3. The Mariners knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 6-5. Ronald Guzman was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Rangers downed the Rays 9-1. He is currently among the RBI leaders in the American League. The Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds totaled 11 hits as they manhandled the Marlins 7-0. Entering the day's action, the Marlins sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, and the Reds are in 2nd place in the NL Central. Kevin Biggio sent 2 into the seats while driving in. It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, The Reds allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the Brewers at home 4-2. TGIF and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds put together 10 total hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 3-2. The Milwaukee Brewers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 5-1. The St. Louis Cardinals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they dismantled the Giants 8-2. The New York Mets sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-1. The Nationals starting pitcher, number 36, got the win, number 7 thus far, leading the Nationals past the Dodgers 4-3. The Rays catcher, number 24, dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs, as the Rays pushed past the A's 11-1. Nico Goodrum grabbed 3 runs driven in, as the Chi Sox got the win over the Indians 4-2. Welcome to Inside the Show. It's the wild day that is the trade deadline. In the National League Central, the Diamondbacks racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-5. The Miami Marlins combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 6-3. They now have 6 straight victories. The Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-5. Tyler Beede grabbed his 2nd win of the year, leading San Francisco over the Redbirds 3-0. The Los Angeles Dodgers hit 3 long balls as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-5. Victor Arano grabbed win number 6 on the year, helping lead the Phillies past the Rays 3-1. The Atlanta Braves allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-1. The Nationals got 11 hits overall as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-5. The New York Yankees totaled 11 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 7-4. The San Diego Padres swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they dismantled the White Sox 10-1. The Indians picked up 14 hits in total as they dethroned the Royals 9-2. The Minnesota Twins combined to allow only 4 hits as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 10-2. The Angels totaled 13 hits as a team as they sank the Mariners 9-2. The Oakland Athletics put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the visiting Orioles 9-1. Colby Allard grabbed win number 9 this year, helping the Rangers get past the rival Astros 5-3. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events. It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. In the National League Central, Aaron Nola got the W, his 11th this season, leading the Reds over the Phillies 5-1. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. The Chicago Cubs broke up their 5-game losing skid as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates It's officially scoreboard watching season as the regular season comes to a close. Here on Inside the Show, looking first at the NL Central, George Springer had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping the Reds down the Cubs 7-1. As of right now, the Reds are in second place in the NL Central, 11 games out of first, while the Cubs are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Adrian Hauser was victorious again and now has 24 wins this year, helping the Brewers down.
Play ball. He's safe.